The Lakers and the Clippers will be watching the Western Conference Finals instead of playing in the Western Conference Finals.
If it left up to old Baby Bird, they come back.
Baby Bird.
Baby Bird.
Wait, he sat in the nest for half the game. I don't know what he was doing.
He already done his damage. He already done his damage.
I'm about to do some right now.
Okay, we're going to get to the Clippers' loss last night. But first, I want to talk about LeBron, who we will see back in action today. Of course, Blazers, Lakers, Game 2 tips off tonight. Chris Haynes was able to sit down with LeBron and follow up on the Kings' earlier comments about things going on behind the scenes that he didn't want to talk about. LeBron said it wasn't for lack of team chemistry, but said, quote, "It is a little bit more intricate than that. I might tell you when the cameras ain't on." Shannon, what do you make of this quote?
I'm not even sure what he means by that quote, Skip, but no one wants to hear it because every person in the bubble is under a unique circumstance. Everybody that's in the bubble is not accustomed in a professional career of playing without fans. So, Skip, no one wants to hear why you guys haven't played well, why you haven't shot the ball well, why you haven't looked like the Lakers that gained the #1 seed in the West. All they want to hear is what are you going to do to fix the problem? That's it. That's it. Because, Skip, people don't want to hear excuses at this time of the year. Well, I mean, because if you're going to say there's something intricate going on, you're going to have to expand on that. You're going to have to expound on that and let the people know what exactly is going on. Because
it doesn't affect the team,
right?
But it's still operating behind the scenes.
Exactly. So people are like, man, what's going on? That's why the Lakers, nah. Skip, you know what? I used to be in the excuse business, but I opened up me a new shop. You know, Club Shay Shay? Yeah, that what used to be excuses. Really? But people kept coming in and they want all different type of excuses, and I couldn't meet their demand, so I closed up shop and I just serve hot ales now. You know, your Cowboys look. Cowboys got a private table in there. But Skip,
we won 8 games.
Okay.
We also lost 8.
Exactly. I expect the Lakers, I expect LeBron to play better tonight than what they played on Tuesday night.
I hope so.
I expect them to play better tonight than to get back to playing like they did against the Clippers, like they played against Utah. That's the Lakers I expect to see. I also expect them to hit a few more shots, because if they can hit a few more shots, the lane is going to open up someone. The guys are not going to go out there and try and challenge them if they can't make shots. Why? Why would I go out there when you hitting the backside of the backboard and you clinging it off the rim? Anthony Davis is going to have to give us a complete ball game. Skip, we've seen him play great for a quarter. We've seen him play great for a half. But we have yet to see AD put that thing together for the entirety of a ball game. Now, he's, we're going to talk about that. He said his job is to make LeBron James' job easier. Well, he didn't make it easier on Tuesday night. I expect him to play better. But, Skip, I'm going to be honest. Nobody wants to hear that there's something operating in the shadows that may or may not be affecting the Lakers. No one wants to hear that. You're the #1 seed in the West. You have 2 of the top 5, top 6 players in the NBA. People expect results, winning results, not excuse making.
Thank you for being mildly objective about your man, LeBron James.
Mildly.
I'm going to take it about 3 levels deeper.
Okay.
Here we go again. This isn't the first time, and I don't think it's going to be the last time. Drama King strikes again. This is vintage playoff LeBron James. This is why, I'm going to say it one more time, it is blasphemy to even begin to compare LeBron to Michael Jordan. This is why it is ludicrous to even begin to make a case that he's better than Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan would never, ever have done this, especially at playoff time. This is even worse than making an excuse. To me, this is actually planting the seeds of an excuse just in case. If it goes south in the bubble, well, it was the bubble's fault. We had an internal issue. What was it? I'll tell you later. No, tell us now. You brought it up.
You brought it up.
Yes.
You brought it to our attention.
Okay.
We didn't even know what was going on.
Let's be clear about it. Chris Haynes didn't report this, or it wasn't reported by Dave McManaman at ESPN.com.
Brian Windhorst.
Or Brian Windhorst, or any of those great reporters. It wasn't reported. It was volunteered last week by LeBron in a big media session. We got an issue going on behind the scenes. Doesn't affect the ball club at all, but... Well, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
If it affects you, it affects them.
Right.
You are obviously the face of the franchise. You are obviously the leader of the team. And you are quite obviously the best player on this basketball team that is the #1 seed and in some betting houses, the favorite to win it all.
Right.
So if you just casually drop that, we got a intricate problem. Intricate's a pretty serious word, right? That means it's very complicated. It's very difficult to solve this problem, but it doesn't affect the team. Okay, what is it, LeBron? Why would you even bring it up? I ask you, Shannon Sharp, what earthly good at this point in the season, with you favored to win a championship, what earthly good does it do to even raise this issue at this point, unless you just want to plant the seed, a big old seed, like a Johnny Appleseed seed of an excuse, a Jack and the Beanstalk excuse that could sprout and grow into this giant beanstalk just in case it goes south and your billions of blind witnesses out there will say, well, he told us so. He warned us it was coming. So obviously whatever was going on behind the scenes affected what was going on in front of the camera.
Skip, I honestly believe that this time there will be no excuses made. Either you do or you didn't.
Okay,
And
but
because
he's trying.
Skip, I don't know what he's trying to do because I don't know what good he possibly think could come of this. Because when you broach a subject, if you're not willing to expand on the subject, people are just looking at you like, huh? Why would you even bring that if you're not going to explain it?
Okay, so I drive home the point once again. It's the same point I've made for, let's see, he's played 17 years.
17.
I've probably made this the last 12 years on national TV. He is definitely the GOAT of blame deflection, of excuse planting, because it's always something going on where just in case it goes wrong, he can say, well, I have an out. Shannon Sharp says you're the GOAT. Shannon Sharp says you're the best player on the planet. You don't need blame deflection. Just take it, own it, and beat it. Just do it. That's all I care about. I don't need to hear this going in. And here's the problem. When you're the leader and the tone setter for this franchise, what have the Lakers, that they haven't led the league in any other category but except one, bubble complaints. This team leads the league in bubble complaints. Every time I open up my computer, they're complaining about something else inside the bubble.
Right.
What did LeBron say just the other day? This is going to be my toughest road to the finals. It's because of the bubble. It's because we're away from our family. Well, obviously, the Lakers aren't the only team playing in the bubble. They're all playing in the bubble. 22 started in the bubble. And here we go. And so you're all up against it. There's some good things about the bubble: camaraderie, unity, togetherness, AAU feel, college feel. That's all good. But the rest of it, yeah, you got to make some sacrifices to go win a championship. But it'll be over before you know it. And you actually have the greatest break of your career, I keep saying, because you did get a break, 5 months off at age 35, end of year 17, having played the third most minutes in the history of this league. You got a big break because your body should be fresh to make this sprint to the finish here at the end of this punctuated regular season. So to me, there's